Yeah, my name's Chris Morris. Our business is Anderson Flooring and Tile. We provide tile, flooring, laminate, carpet, hardwood, everything in between that. The business has been around for 35 years. We've owned it since December of 20. We really service all of Chicagoland. Home base is in Spring Grove, although we've developed and really pressed the pedal to the metal toward a true shop-at-home program. So we service Wisconsin, we service Chicagoland, we go downtown, we go Geneva, we go everywhere. Sure, throughout my career, I'd been a part of BNI, I'd been a part of Chamber, I've been a part of several tips and networking groups. Prime Power Partners has been incredibly unique in my perspective because most of the time what I've found is that standard tips groups or networking groups are disingenuous in theory because you're meeting with people who you develop relationships with like anything else, but ultimately you're rushing at the 12th hour to try to come up with a tip that really didn't exist. Oftentimes buying the product or service yourself, that has not been the case with PPP. Yeah, so I think Prime Power Partners has been incredibly beneficial, not just from a business development standpoint, which is obviously the initial intent of why you join a tips or networking group, from a growth aspect, being able to collaborate with other business owners and people within business organizations to see what pitfalls are, to see what is working in the marketplace, to get those ideas. As a business owner myself, I try to reinvent myself constantly and stoke that fire, and Prime Power Partners has definitely helped with that. I thought, again, it was incredibly unique because we weren't just going around giving the standard 10-minute spiel on what and why we do what we do. And it was much more collaborative in bringing up topics, some of which are difficult for people to speak to, challenging each other to come up with answers or to create creative thought processes towards it. And again, coming together as a group, it was something I wasn't used to. Yeah, so the true impact of Prime Power Partners is incredibly hard to quantify because you absolutely get the uptick in business from everybody joining in to build your brand digitally and on Facebook. So the immediate impact to revenue is amazing because, again, your reach becomes so much more vast than it was prior to joining. The more important part of it to me is the overall brand building that occurs because there's a lot of, what you want to call them looky-loos or whoever on Facebook that don't outwardly, post, but they're always watching. The benefit from those people is impossible to quantify because you just don't know what that reach is. The second part of that is from a personal and professional growth aspect, being able to become a better business person. Everybody got into business because they enjoy taking action. They didn't want to be working for somebody. They didn't want to do those things. And for the most part, most of those people didn't know what they were doing, me included. So again, navigating it as you're making it up is incredibly difficult. Being able to come together and collaborate as a group is again, it's you can't quantify it. Yeah, so my only advice would be to dip a toe. I was unbelievably skeptical before joining the group because, again, I had been exposed to and had been soured on what those other networking groups provided, whether it was Chamber, BNI, or anything else. Having somebody tell you that it's different feels like the same old pitch. You don't really truly understand and get a grasp of what it is until you're engulfed in it. And the truth is, you don't get that on one visit. It takes 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 6 visits where you start to see what the true potential is of the group because it's not just the immediate business that you're going to get. It's so much more than that.